Hello everybody, this is Dana with the Freedom Please channel and essenceofme.com. Today I'm coming to you with what I think is the final installment of the Natural Hair Chronicles. I think in the future I will come back when I do something different or if something changes. As of like right now off the top of my head, I definitely know once my shea butter comes in and I try that new recipe that I will share that. But this is my last weekly installment, as is documenting my testing of the curly girl method on my hair. So in today's video, I'm going to show you what I believe has turned into my staple products. I will tell you about my regimen, and I will lastly tell you any truths or things that I kind of feel like just rise to the top in my head concerning the method in my past few weeks, longer than weeks of going through this process. So as of today, this is, I believe, week 8, day 4 or 5 in there that I've been doing the curly girl method. I started at the beginning of April and we are knocking on the door of June. Before then, I was doing what I would have considered a modified version because I was still shampooing my hair every couple of weeks. But since I've been doing this method consistently, ensuring that my products were curly girl approved, I've noticed a big difference, a lot better than when I was doing the so-called modified version. And it is my intent to continue to do the curly girl method. So here we go with, first of all, my products. The first, and I'm going to do the products and the regimen together because it just makes sense, and you know me, I'll throw in whatever as we go. First of all, this is what I use to do what I would consider the replacing shampoo, or doing, if I need like even a deep condition on my hair. This is what I use. And what this is when I told you all about me utilizing the rest of my bentonite clay. And so in here, I'm going to try to tilt it to see if you can maybe see. Can you see? I don't want to waste it. It is a creamy texture, but like because I used there's bentonite clay, yogurt, egg, aloe vera juice, peppermint, and can't think of it. I think that's it. Yeah, all in there. And it's just awesome. Like as soon as I put it in and rinse it out, curl definition, extremely soft hair, and it just feels good. And so my intent is to use it every 4 to 6 weeks whenever I feel like it's necessary. Again, that was my kind of adaptation on what I believe Terra Essentials would be like, because I intend to try Terra Essentials, but I had so much bentonite clay left that I wanted to utilize all of it first. And I have plenty of it. It didn't take much at all. It doesn't take much at all. I'm rubbing this all over. For me to make a big container of that. And that can be used on my hair, my face. We found that it works well with our dog because she has allergies. The kids love it. Like, yeah, it's like very versatile. And it smells awesome because of the peppermint. And that was peppermint essential oils that's in there. And so that is what I use to clean, deep condition. If I just want to use a weekly deep condition, I use one of my conditioners, any one, and I mix that with shea butter. And that is actually one of the recipes that you will find in the Curly Girl Method Handbook, and that works well. I tried that recipe with olive oil as the oil. I didn't really like it, and I didn't like the smell. I noticed that olive oil for me I just don't like the smell of it. I use it sometimes, but it's not a staple for me. But we do use it as a good detangler and a pre-poo. So, but that's, you cleanse it out, so you don't really smell it as much. So that's what I do with that. As far as my conditioners, and we know there's a million of them, right? Suave, and this is the tropical coconut. This is just kind of really, again, became my staple. I've tried different scents. I tried the VO5. I tried different versions of the Suave, and this one is the one that I consistently like. What I use this conditioner for, I guess technically it would be almost similar to a cleanser. I take it and I run it across my fingertips, and I do this, and I scratch through my scalp. And I'll do that a couple of times, scratch really good. And I do that because of running and salt building up on my scalp and all of that. And that's what I do. And just as a warning, You may hear my dog. She is still dealing with the fact that the kids are away on their first trip, so you're going to hear her from time to time. So, anyways, so I use that to cleanse my scalp, and so that is the Suave Tropical Coconut. And also, this is like a buck or something, so it's awesome. Well, this one's maybe like 150 because it's a little bit larger, and so, or not even that much. So that is one of the conditioners that I use. Um, Everyone uses Tresemme Naturals. I understand that. Here's the deal. We have a love-hate relationship. It's a fantastic price for this is 25 ounces. It's $4 and some change. Always, I think no matter where I go, it's less than $5. And here's the deal. After I use the swab and I do my scalp really well, I take a big heaping amount of the Tresemme Naturals and I put it on my hair and I let it just sit while I shower. And then I can finger detangle a little bit, but I don't do a lot. And I'll explain why. The Tresemme Naturals gives great definition. It gives great definition, but I have no idea how people can use this as a leave-in. Like my scalp hates it. So that's our love-hate relationship. My hair loves it, my scalp doesn't. So I have to do a very thorough job of rinsing it out. But it just, I don't know, it just does. And over the past few weeks, I've been trying other conditioners. One of the conditioners that I tried was Nature's, I can't remember. I told you all that I bought it. It was nice, thick, and creamy. Loved that. Loved the smell, but it did nothing for definition. And some parts of me wants to try it again, and I'll tell you that in the tips. I'm gonna write that down. um, and so, anyways, so I'm in. So here it is. Now this is a new bottle. I've used it only took one bottle that I've used since I started doing this. So it's been 2 months. And the reason why I believe that it lasts me so long because I don't do it as a lead-in, and I don't have a whole bunch of hair, so it works. This is a new bottle, and this is a new formula. So I plan when I do my weekly style, which I'm gonna have to do early because I had a big boo boo today on my hair, and try maybe one more time using it as a leave-in. But I'm not sold on that yet. Right now, having it in, being able to use it as a for the definition, it works. It just works, and so that's that. A new conditioner that I just bought at the recommendation of one of my subscribers, and I cannot remember her name. I'm so sorry. Is the Sleek and Shine? Excuse me, because I'm drinking my smoothie. The Sleek and Shine by Garnier Fructis. Now, this stuff is awesome in a sense of it's very creamy and it's thick. I don't know if I really believe that it gives as much slip as the Tresemme Naturals, but this is a new bottle. Now, here's the deal. I can use this as a leave-in, but I'm not sure whether it's compatible with the gel that I use. And so I have to try one more time. I did it as a conditioner only, wash and go, and it worked. But when I tried to use a little bit of gel afterwards because I needed to define the curls today, that's when the big no-no came in. And so I got to try it again. But as of right now, it's good. Now, one of the things that I did not like, which is why I believe for now conditioner only wash and goes will not work for me, is when I went to run and I started sweating, it felt like I could just feel conditioner everywhere. And that is a no-go. It wasn't good. And I think it's something about the gel maybe helps everything to stay in. And as it becomes more humid in Texas, it's very, very hot where I am. And so I have to be mindful of that because it will be hot when I go out to run. So that's that. So those two, Tresemme Naturals and now the Sleek and Shine, until I figure out something different, those will be used interchangeably. If I find that it's not compatible with my gel, then I'll just use it on my daughter's hair because I do not use gel on her hair, and it works really well. It gives curl definition. It smells great. The texture is So I like it. But, you know, it has to work with the full regimen. For my leave-in, because I mean, now I can with the Garnier, but with the Tresemme, I could not use a leave-in. And what has been consistent since I started is the Giovanni Direct Leave-In. Now, with the Giovanni Direct Leave-In, I do not use it as a standalone. I use this as the base for the Kimmy Tube leave-in conditioner. That has been, I think, the best thing for my hair. One of the best things for my hair, because it when I use, whether it's the Tresemme Naturals or the Garnier Fructis, I put a big heaping amount on my hair and I'll leave it on. Well, actually, I put the Garnier Fructis on as a leave-in. That's what I did this past time. So with the Tresemme, I put a big heaping amount on my hair. I do just run it through in 4 sections and just let it sit on while I'm in the shower. I rinse it all out. I get out. Then what I do is I put my hair in sections. Well, before I put in sections, I take my Kimmy tube and I just rub it all over and let it sit while I do my bathroom stuff. Then when it's time for me to sit down and style my hair, I then put it in my sections, and with each section I run the leave-in conditioner in, which is the Kimmy tube leave-in. I run the conditioner through it. Once I'm done with the conditioner, I apply just a tad bit of shea butter. Um, I just I just like it. It keeps it from my hair being so white as it dries. And so I put just a tad bit of shea butter, and then I use my gel, which has been Eco Styler. As you see, it is empty, but it's been 2 months. 2 months. And so here's the Eco Styler gel, which is the gel that I use. And I've tried again to do the styles without the gel, but I think the gel is going to work for me, and I just got to suck it up that I'm not doing conditioner only wash and go. And the gel is working because as I go out and I run and I sweat, I don't have conditioner feeling all down my neck or whatever. My curls have been defined on their own, but I feel like utilizing the gel causes them to clump. So instead of little ringlets everywhere, it's spiral clumps of curls when I use the gel. Lastly, when I use the gel, it makes it so that my wash and go will last a week with going out, with all that stuff. And if I find that I need to refreshen it during the week, all I have to do is lightly wet my hair in the shower. I'll give my scalp a nice little scrunchy, and then I'll break it up in sections, and I will remist it with, and this is some of the Giovanni Direct Leave-In water and a little bit of um, I can't even think of it. Vitamin E oil, or yeah, vitamin E oil. Some of that in there. And I'll mix the section with that, and then I reapply gel, and I'm done. I don't get white balls, and any issues as it's drying, or none of that. So this has been, a great combination. And so I showed you all this, which is what I use as I'm styling to re-wet my hair if it dries, being that it would have already had conditioner on it. The Kimmy Tube leave-in conditioner I put on there, and then I use this to re-wet if the section is dry as I'm moving forward, and so that works well. Lastly, and this is longer than I expected, so I'm sorry. Lastly, this is my re-wetting mist. This is what I use every morning to refresh my hair. And if it seems really dry when I'm getting ready, or I'll mist it lightly at night, and if that day it seemed a little bit drier than normal, I will mist it all over, and then I will add just a little bit of shea butter and just kind of rub it through, and that's it. That's it. And in the morning, I mist this and I go. And so that's it. The really quick thing of, I think the best thing that I've learned so far is just to stick with it, be very careful of the products that I select and choose, and once I find that it works for me, do what works best for your hair. Lastly, when it comes to definition, I found that both in definition as well as in styling, that my fingers have been the best mirror that I could ever want, because when I'm looking in the mirror, it causes me to mess up all kinds of things, versus with my hands, I can literally see all over my head and figure out what's going on with the styling. And so this is it for me concerning the curly girl method. I think I again will consider doing another video for uh, when I get the shea butter in, or if there's questions, because some people have been sending me questions to my inbox, but I've been trying my best to just answer them in the flow of the regular video. Another thing that I'm considering doing is doing a video with the recipe for the for basically this is a clay cleanser, and I want to use it a few more times. I've used it twice. That's why I've used it once on my hair and then I used it on my face. So really, but that was in one setting, and it's almost time again to do it, and I will, you know, try it again and see, really if that's kind of my final verdict on the clay cleanser. So you've all have sat through this really long video. I appreciate it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please put them in the comment box. Thank you all so much for any suggestions or anything that you have provided. And I think that's it. Oh, the one final thing with this Sleek and Shine, and I always say one final thing, but this really will be it. This stuff was so hard to track down. And when it was recommended by one of the subscribers, I was like, okay, I'll check into it. And the more I looked for it, the more I realized it was gone. And I could see the section. You could see a little tag there, and it was always sold out. And that made me think, that must be some good stuff, because it's starting to also happen with the Tresemme Naturals. And so I will keep using this, and maybe what I'll do is, instead of doing an overall hair update, I will just do a review of the Sleek and Shine conditioner. And so, yeah, that's it. So have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will talk with you all soon. Take care.